Well, hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mansa Queen. I hope you all are doing well. Okay, so in today's video, I am so excited because I am going to be sharing with you one of my favorite childhood dinners growing up, which is the charcoal grilled lamb chops, and it's just accompanied with this delicious and caramelized onions, and I'm going to be pairing it today with my homemade potato salad. Now if you would like to see how I put all of that together, you definitely want to keep on watching. To start off, I've gone ahead and cleaned my lamb chops really nice. So if you want this type of cut, this is the barbecue cut. You can just ask your butcher if you have access to one. You can ask them to give you this cut because it is not too thin, but it's just perfect. It's flat, it lays right down on your grill, and it is really so tender and succulent, and it just has enough fat, so no need to trim off any excess fat, just enough fat. So we're going to go ahead and season up these babies. Now I'm going to be using a combination of dry spices today. I do not always have access to fresh herbs, so today I will be using some sea salt. You could use any salt of your choice. I would also use some garlic powder. Again, I'm going with dry ingredients today, so you will need some garlic powder in there. I would also go in, of course, with some ground ginger. Garlic and ginger, match made in heaven, guys. They go so well together. So I will go ahead and add some of that ginger. I would also go in with some freshly grounded black pepper. Yes, you always want to go with the freshly grounded black pepper as opposed to the one that's already grounded in the store. It just adds that elevation of flavors, guys. Also, I'm going in with my homemade hot chili powder. This is pure chili powder. It is hot as hell, so it is optional. If you cannot tolerate any heat, just go ahead with the black pepper. You can also add some white pepper. You can also go in with some Knorr, and I'm going in with my beef bouillon seasoning. You can go with the chicken if that's what you want, but since I'm doing meat, I'm just going to go ahead with the beef. I would also add some onion powder. This combination right here, you have to try it. It's a must try. They pair so beautifully together. Now, I will also go in and add allspice seasoning. Guys, this ground allspice, a little goes a long way, so we're only adding about half a teaspoon of this one, not too much because it's very overpowering. Okay, now to put all of this together, you're gonna need some Dijon mustard. I highly recommend it. You can get it from Walmart, Aldi. A lot of the stores will sell the Dijon mustard. It is just different. It just gives you that real mustard taste you're looking for. Of course, we're going to go in with some Worcestershire sauce. It elevates all marinades. It just makes everybody wonder what is in there. Again, all ingredients used are always listed in the description box for your convenience. Now, we need something acidic to tenderize our meat. I am going in with some vinegar. You can use any vinegar of your choice. And if you do not have any vinegar, go ahead with some lime or lemon in this marinade. Now this is all we're adding. You can go ahead and combine everything. Mind you, a lot of the ingredients have salt in them, so just be aware of their salt and just taste it as you go and adjust it to your own preference. As you can see, I needed more liquid because I wanted it was a little too thick, so I needed to lighten it up a little. So just mix and taste it as you go, and once you reach your desired taste, go ahead and stop. So this is what my finished marinade is like. Guys, this alone is so delicious, guys. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and marinate the lamb. So you simply just pour the marinade over it, and just make sure that you're coating the meat on both sides. Make sure that every part of it is well covered in that good old marinade that we just made. Now make sure you do save some of that marinade. As you can see, this is what I'm saving, and I'm going to tell you exactly what to do with it. Once you get your meat all marinated, go ahead and cover it up and put it in the refrigerator. Now you can marinate this overnight. I really like to do overnight, but sometimes I don't have time. So on this day, I just marinate it for about 4 hours. If you can marinate for about 3 to 4 hours, you're good to go. But overnight is always the best, so that the meat will be well seasoned and ready to go when you're ready to make dinner. Now we're going to go ahead and prep onions. I am using red onions, just my preference. You can go ahead and use the yellow onions, which has more sweetness to it. So I wanted more of that body and not any hint of sweetness. I'm going with the red onions. You would need to slice them. Just go around and slice them. Be careful. On my last video where I did the fried green tomatoes, a lot of people were like, man, sir, how you cutting the tomatoes like that? I'm used to it. I've been doing that since I learned how to cook. So I do cut myself sometimes, so please be careful. If you're more comfortable using your chopping board, please go ahead and do so. But yeah, this is just how we're gonna go ahead and chop up the onions. These onions are gonna be grilled together with the lamb. Goodness, if you have never tried a combination of meat and onions grilled together, you are definitely missing. This is such a Gambian thing. It is called Afra, and I am so happy to be sharing this recipe with you. Like I said, my mama's gonna be proud of me, baby. So I'm going ahead to separate the onions. I just want them to be like single onion rings, and to that I'm adding juice from half a lemon. I'm just using my hands to catch the seeds so they don't go in there. Now remember the leftover marinade that we put aside? There you go. We're gonna go ahead and use that to season up our onions. Because of the high acidity in the marinade that we made, it is going to help to wilt down the onions a bit and cut out a lot of that spice in it. So yeah, you can go ahead and just mix that. Now you can either put this in the refrigerator or just set it out on your counter. Nothing's going to happen to it if you're cooking on the same day. Of course, if you're cooking overnight, you don't have to prep this ahead of time. Make sure you prep this on the day of. Do not prep this overnight. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave it on my counter since I'm making all of this today. If you're liking this video and enjoying it, please go ahead and give it a good old thumbs up. I do appreciate it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and make my side. I have gone ahead and boiled some Irish potatoes, and I'm going to add some of my Kerrygold salted butter. I put some salt when I was boiling the potatoes, so I'm just going to go ahead and go in with the butter into the hot potatoes, and it will start melting. Again, all the ingredients will be listed below if you guys want to check it out. Now to that, I'm adding my steamed mixed vegetables. This is just carrots and peas. You can go in with any vegetables of your choice, but I just like to keep it simple like that. Go ahead and mix that up, and we're not done, baby. We're gonna add up some these are some finely diced bell peppers, the green bell pepper and the red one. Go ahead and add that up. It would add some crunch, pop of color, and a whole lot of flavor to our potato salad. This is not your regular potato salad. Now this right here is the holy grail. What I have in here is some chopped red onions, some olive oil, some salt, some vinegar, and some chicken bouillon, and I just mix everything together, and a little bit of black pepper. And you want to let this sit for about 30 minutes to an hour. It's more like an onion vinaigrette. You can use this on your salads alone and just eat it. It is so beautiful. With this, you don't need any store-bought salad dressing. So I went ahead and added that in there. Give it a good mix. And of course you would need some mayo. And you guys, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I like my Hellmann's real mayonnaise. So delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and add a generous amount of that, and also top it up with some black pepper and some salt, just a little bit of salt, and go ahead and mix all of that up. If you have never tried this, again, do not take my word for it. Go ahead and give it a try. It is so rich, so filling, delicious. And I'm going to finish it up with some hard-boiled eggs. You can use as much as possible. And this is the last ingredient, and our salad is done. Make sure you put this in the refrigerator so it doesn't go bad. You can prep this ahead of time. You can make it in the morning, or you can even make it the day before. Now in the meantime, I got my charcoal grill getting ready, and once all the flames die out, we would go ahead and start grilling our lamb. If you're new on this channel, my name is Mansa. Like I said, you are welcome. Please feel free to look around. I have a whole lot of videos. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit on that subscribe button, and while you're at it, please hit on that notification bell. It's just that bell icon, and once you click on it, click on all. That way YouTube would notify you each time I post a new video. To the Gambians in the house, Kailan tay nagmum dama Afra. Tay nagdama Afra. Ana bari fem. Ana Mrs. Gay Chan. Kailan Chan tay yo bi la ko defa bi mom. Dama laka rek pour yow. Wow, bañ nga mer. Ana Bari Fam. Please check her out here on YouTube. That's her Gambian sister, Bari Fam Kitchen. She always throws all the way down, guys. So as you can see, my meat is done. You want it to be as tender as possible. So this did not take more than 20 minutes, guys. And I just kept flipping it on both sides and made sure that I covered my grill and trapping all of that smoke, so that I would get maximum flavors. Absolutely. So yeah, it is tender, it is done. I can tell that it's cooked. I've been doing this for so long. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take all the meat out and move into the next step. So to make my onions, I'm gonna go ahead and use my grilling mat. I have a link to it from Amazon in the description box if you were interested, and this is just so the onions will fall into the fire. Obviously, if you do not have a grilling mat, you can just use like some kind of old tray and put it over it. Yeah, and I'm just putting the onions on it. Beware, I am not putting any of the liquid at this point, just the onions, and you want to just give this a good stir. Just mix it up, and all we want is the onions to wilt down a little and have that delicious smoke flavor in it. So this is the liquid that was in there, and I did not add it. So the onions have been grilling, and I'm gonna go ahead to reintroduce the meat. We want the meat and the onion flavors to just marry and marinate and just mingle. Okay, so to that, now I am now gonna go ahead and add the rest of the marinade that was just sitting in there. So you just want to pour that over it, and since the meat was already cooked and you're adding the marinade, you also want to let this cook down a little bit, okay, so we don't get any uncooked, any blood in it. So once we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and cover it up. At this point, you don't need more than 5 minutes. Stir it up midway, make sure that the onions and the meat are well incorporated, and once you do that and everything is cooked, guys, I know you can see my screen. Okay, this right here, it is so delicious. It is called Afra in the Gambia. There are different versions of it, but this is what I do when I want to make my hubby happy. And of course, here is a finished product. Look at that, very moist, very succulent, still hot. This is our potato salad, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do a good presentation for you guys. Yes, like I said, this is such a Gambian style. We also call it Afra, and you can use any meat of your choice, but our preference is lamb. You can use beef, you can use chicken. Chicken is so delicious. Chicken Afra is the bomb. So here is a wilted and caramelized onions in that sauce. Can you see that, guys? There's no oil in this. This is just pure goodness. Very delicious and also very healthy though. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share with your friends and family. To my Gambians in the house, come through for your sister. Okay, all the Gambians in the house, this one is from Mansa to you. Hana kontaan ngeen ajaleen. Again, thank you so much for watching. Until I catch you in my next one, y'all stay safe. And if you were just new to this channel, go ahead and catch up on my videos. I have tons to keep you busy until my next upload. I will see you guys in a bit. Stay safe. I love you so much, and I will catch you in my next upload. That was just hubby. He was tired of me. I was trying to get my thumbnail. He was like, "Are you ready?" in his Nigerian accent. Anywho, I love you guys so much. Bye.